Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach,
And I'm Mac.
and today we're going to give our first impressions of Kingdomino Origins. So I think this is one that I've played a couple times now. You played it a couple, or was that with Jesse? I couldn't remember. But yeah, so this is a game in the Kingdomino series of games.
Yes. Which includes Kingdomino, Queendomino, and now Kingdomino Origins.
I think there's a Kingdomino Duel.
Oh, yes,
well.
that's right.
And then some, I think, expansions and stuff. But yes, I think those are these are the three bigger games.
The big
Duel
three.
one is, I think, a 2-player only. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I believe that's what it is. But yes, so this one's from Bruno Cathala, who
Bruno.
I like quite a bit. I don't know about you.
He's a frequent flyer on our shelves.
He is. And Kingdomino was a game that...
Probably one of the longest that we've had in our collection since we really started collecting.
That's true. It's probably one of the first kind of... Well, not first, but...
Yeah.
In the probably first 20 or so.
Right. Exactly what I said.
Games.
Exactly what I said. And so we...
Wow.
And so then we got this one as a gift, right?
We did get it as a gift.
So trying to expand our Kingdomino world a little bit. And so we got that, and we played it, like you said, a few times.
Yeah. And when I initially opened it up, I realized this one had some of my favorite wooden components, screen-printed components I've ever seen. We should have an unboxing video of this one, so you can check those out to get a better look at them. I think they might be the best of any game.
They're really cute.
Yes, and this one really takes Kingdomino. If you've ever played it, it takes the same basic premise, or even Queendomino. They're all kind of the same basic premise, where you're drafting the tiles and putting them out in front of you in a grid and trying to get certain areas of different land terrains, and then you're trying to, in this one, versus the crowns you're trying to get in that one, you're trying to get flames to be multipliers. And yeah, it also adds some modules that you can play with.
There, I think, are 3 variants in this one. So with Kingdomino, I think it's pretty much the base game, and then you can add in some extra scoring points if you want to be fancy, like getting your your castle in the middle of the square, or if you complete and don't have any empty spaces in your kingdom. But this one adds, I think, 2 where you can collect cavemen, and then there's also another one too.
With the resources.
With resources, and then I think there's a third one as well, where you kind of are banking all of these things together and
trying to get majorities and stuff, I think.
And like extra scoring pieces beyond just your tile and your crowns or flames.
So yeah, it makes me think of like if you've ever played Glenmore 2, where it's got Chronicles, and you can kind of add in little bonus kind of small modules that you want to add in. I would say it's kind of similar in that way, where it's just kind of small things that add to the game experience, and I think all of them have been cool things. I think they all work really well and add just a kind of an extra layer onto kind of Kingdomino. Because I would say, even though I'd played Kingdomino and Kingdomino was always...
Yeah.
I think my preferred out of those 2.
Agreed.
And now I believe this one, Kingdomino Origins, is going to be my favorite of the 3. I already really, really like Kingdomino, but then just these little things that this one can add with the modules just brings it to the next level, in my opinion.
Yeah. I would say that Kingdomino is probably still my favorite of the 3, because you just can't beat like the simplicity and like just how well that game flows together in and of itself. I mean, and this is great because it adds on top of that, but it's just so like genuine and authentic, the original version, versus like this when you play it, because it's some extra things, and we've played I think a couple of the variants, and I think I preferred like the caveman variant, but that adds like a whole other piece that you have to be thinking about when you're scoring it. It's not like heavy or anything like that, but it's just, well, if I put this here, if that's there, and well, if I take this volcano tile, I have to put this, somewhere else. It doesn't count on that tile. And so there's just a couple of extra things, and they're great things. I just, I think overall, I would still probably say Kingdomino would be the one I would play and or recommend. But when I want to switch it up, I'd go with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that I can see that point because the original is just so clean, and you're right with the tile one in particular. I think it's at first it's hard to wrap your head around it based on playing Kingdomino so many times before that. It's just kind of a few extra steps to think about and doesn't feel as clean at times. But I would still give this one like an 8 or 8.5.
It's still really high, I think, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think if you're someone that likes Kingdomino and maybe wants a little bit more, or maybe you have a spouse or partner that you play with a lot that maybe doesn't like too heavy of games, and maybe you want a little bit more to Kingdomino, because maybe that's one of their favorite games, this one might be one to take a peek at and at least see kind of what it has to offer on top of
Switch it up
the original.
a little bit.
But yeah, I think usually the Kingdomino series of games are relatively affordable as well. So yeah, I think this one's definitely one worth checking out. No matter where you are currently in the hobby, if you're brand new or a veteran, like Michaela.
Yes.
A long-time veteran.
You got me.
But yeah, like I said, you can check out our unboxing video of this one to kind of get a better look. I would say the look of this one, I like the look of this one better than the original. The original's already pretty good too, but this one
I think this
takes the cake for me.
I think this one's cute and stuff. I think it does a good job. The Easter eggs in the original are pretty cool too, though. Like
that's fair.
The sheep and the dragon and the stuff. But this one is also it's great too. They're kind of the same for me.
They're pretty close. But yeah, otherwise we hope to see you on our next video. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.